Hello everybody, Ministorm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we worked on producing lead ingots. We're processing our lead ore, making the oxygen gas that we're going to need, using a different method, making our lead oxide, and then turning that into ingots. That's all set up and ready to go. We had to also expand some of our steam production over here to make sure that we are producing enough steam to supply all the processes that are going to be using steam. So that's good to go. Now, I was informed that there is a bit of an issue with our copper ingots, particularly the inserters that are loading into this silo. This row of inserters are fine. I set them up correctly. This row of inserters, I did not. So, quick fix. Alright, so we'll go back over here because we are now on to zinc. That is next on the docket here. Because we need some of the lead to make the zinc. And it's going to be interesting about what we're going to do there. And actually, I am going to... This should be interesting. Like, I hope it'll be interesting anyway. Alright. Now, did I expand... I believe I did, yes. We did expand oxygen production to be able to supply oxygen to the zinc production chain. So, what we just need to do is turn... Well, actually, what we need to do is this first. Chemical furnace, which I don't think I actually have any of those on me. I have them in the truck, though. At least I should. There. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is set this up. Yeah, this produces sulfur dioxide gas as an output. Oh, and I didn't... Oh, did I? Ah, yes, I did. Right, we're going to route that into this, because we can. Alright. Let's do that. Oh. I have to throw that underground. That's alright. Okay. What's the rate at which we are consuming? 4.2 per second. I will go ahead and put two inserters there. All right, oxygen gas. There we are. Now, we need an induction furnace to supply lead ingots. No, to supply molten lead. And then this is going to produce lead ingots as well as zinc ingots. Right, okay. Let's see. I would like to have an inline tank between... And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to directly connect it right there. Now... What's the rate of production of zinc ingots? 4.2 per second. Actually, I think it's probably better to do it this way. The way that I have things set up. So... You're gonna drop there. I think the double inserters are overkill, but... That's alright. And then over here... Oh, actually, hold on. This needs to be a filter inserter. And we are filtering for... zinc ingots. Right. And then we're going to have an induction furnace here. Do I not have one on me? Apparently I don't. Ah, of course, they don't quite line up, do they? Oh, well, that'll be fine, I think. Alright, so you're going to be making molten lead, right? I'm taking lead ingots, making molten lead. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take... drop and pick up. And you are going to be filtering for lead ingots. Because that should just work. Right? Because according to the math, it produces the same amount that it consumes. So, what I should just be able to do is grab a couple 100 lead ingots, drop them in here. And you are not inserting. Ah, because it's considering this is too full, I guess. It's not pulling them out. There it goes. There should be... yeah. I'll have to keep an eye on it, but that should work. We could always run a line. We have to make sure that it prioritizes... Maybe it would be better to do it that way. This is the simplest. But... there actually might be a better way to do this. Hold on. So, yeah. We want to pull... drop. We want you to pull iron... not iron. Lead ingots. Right? Like this. Right. That'll pull them over there. We set up an input priority to there. Right, so it'll always push those through. And then... we route that. This can still be expandable. Pick up. Now, actually, because that would need to make sure that it always has room. Right? Yeah, actually, no, we don't want this. Never mind, never mind, never mind. The more I think about it, the more I think that's a bad idea. Just have to hope it works. Because the issue is that if this completely fills this, right? Actually, there is a way to do it. There is a way to do it. Think? Yes. Hold on, let me rebuild it. Now that I tore it all apart. Oop. Alright, so yeah, you, again, filter for that. You drop... no, you drop there. You have an input priority to the top. This comes across here. We have an inserter there. Now, what we want is we want a wire to do that. And so this belt will activate when molten lead is less than... what's the... let's say 10,000. Set. There we go. And then you can pick up there. So that will fill up until it gets to 10,000. Then this belt will shut off and stop feeding. Right? And then it'll route through here from output of there. And then if this ever drops below 10,000, it'll throw a bit more lead ingot there to make sure that it tops back off. Yes. Yes, that is the more effective way to do that. All right, perfect. Okay, so now we have zinc. And so now we need to make bronze and brass. And this is going to be a fairly straightforward process. We just need an induction furnace. We need 2 inputs, right? We need 2 inputs on this side. We're going to need an induction furnace. We're going to need an input on this side. Up, you are making molten bronze with nickel, tin, and copper. Yes. That's zinc, so we need nickel, which is you. 1.3%. Just trying to decide which output method I want to use for that. This will be fine. Where do I want to route that? Probably just past the coke line. Get you out of the way a little bit. Just so I can, see what I'm doing. All right. Did it do what I expected? It did do what I expected. Very good. All right. Tin. I think that's the next. That's the next thing in the line here is tin. Copper. Ooh, we don't want to do that. You know, I could probably put them on the same belt. Well, I still want this to be expandable, so eventually we might want to be using a lot more of that belt than we are. So we'll keep them on separate belts. Because we're trying to, future-proof a little bit here. Will I ever actually expand this? Who knows? But I want the option to be there. There to have it and not need it, then need it and not have it. As Mom always used to say. There we go. Let's see. We're gonna have to route this through here. Yeah, we're gonna have to work around the steam pipe. But that's fine. Uh, there. Then we can come out here, and then we can go underneath there. About there. Oh. Don't want to be using those underground belts unnecessarily. Okay, now what are we doing with the molten bronze? We're throwing it through 5 casting machines. No, I don't have those on me. And before I end up building this thing, like... getting it completely, like, entombed in the build. Let's get it out here. Alright. Casting machines. Where are the there they are. That's an induction furnace. That's a casting machine. Alright. Can you pick those up for me? Thank you. We're getting little attacks off of this guy here. Yeah. Yeah, we would be, wouldn't we? I think I have been noticing some expansion over here. Again, I have the expansion settings to be very slow, and it to make the maximum distance between bases that it can. So they should be fairly spread out, and it should take a long time, but it does happen. Okay. Now... put it on a tank. That would make it... Yeah, we'll do it this way. We'll loop it around again to make it easier to expand this later. Then we'll have 1, 2. Let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Casting machines making bronze plate. Actually, I should probably do 6, but... yeah, we'll do 6. Because again, we're going to be offsetting things for belt distribution. I want to keep nice even numbers if possible. Alright, hold on. There we go. Bronze. Alright, brass is next. Oh yeah, we're gonna do solder, so we need tin. Right. Brass is next. So for brass, we're gonna need another induction furnace. Only 2 inputs this time. One, 2. Induction furnace. Which in reality, this is the way I should have done this. Hold on. This would have made things much simpler. Alright. Make sure that can go underground. Then put my inserter here. There you go. Better. You are making brass. And we'll do similar. Zinc and copper, so... zinc is right here. This is the only thing that we're using zinc for, right? I'm pretty sure it's the only thing that we're using zinc for. I mean, I could throw it through a box. So that we could eventually split it. That's probably a good idea. There we go. And I will go ahead and just put a splitter on it, so that we can send it multiple directions if we so desire. And I just might. Oh. Need to jog that over a little bit. No? And then copper. The last line of copper that we need. Which we're going to have to figure out where to route this. Where's it going to go? I know where it's going to go. Okay. We're going to avoid that steam line. Just a moment. We're going to come over here. We're going to jog up here. We're going to avoid that water line. Duck under here. Come over here. Jog out of the way of that. Zinc. Again, I probably could use the same belt, but same arguments as before. Alright, there we go. Now you're going to be making the molten brass, and we're going to need only 3 casting machines now. How many do I have on me? I have 4. We're going to use all 4. Come on. Oh my goodness, put it in the right spot. There we go. We need more inserters. More inserters. And there we have brass. All right. Next up is solder. Solder coils, which are going to need lead ingots, are going to need tin ingots. That's doable. It seems to be working as expected. Perfect. Alright, lead and tin. Oh, what are we actually going to need? We are going to need an induction furnace. Okay. With 2 inputs. Sounds familiar. Let's get some trees cleared. You're making molten solder. Molten steel, molten solder from lead and tin, not tin and zinc. Yes, that is what I have decided. I think that's going to be the most available ingredients that I have. We're going to follow the same. Do I have a strand casting machine? I don't think I do. Well, not on me anyway. lead. That's gonna route over here. Let me figure out where the tin is gonna go, and then I'll figure out which sides those are gonna connect to. Because in reality, these should have been flipped around, but the only concern is aesthetics. It's not a big deal. How much? 1 per second. We're probably gonna have to split off of a line here. We're already splitting here. You are using 2 per second. You're gonna be using 2.5, 4 per second. See, that has its own dedicated. Okay. Yeah, we'll just split off of this line. It'll be fine. If I need to run another dedicated line in the future, I can, I think. Well, again, I should. Right. I'm gonna talk myself out of it. Problem is... Ow. We currently only need 1 per second, right? Okay, let's do this. Oh man, how am I gonna get through all this? Can I get all? No, not even close. That underground. That I can get through there. All right. Oh, actually, I want to do it this way. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell you to pick up from there. I am gonna go ahead and put another one. You're gonna pick up from here and you're gonna offset there. There we go. I like reached all the way over there. And I'm out of belts. I have to go grab more belts. Stock up on more belts. Yeah, that's the last of the belts. Nope, nope, there. Okay. Oh, it's not gonna go that far. Okay. So this will be the tin. This will be the lead. The strand casting machine is gonna need some water, which we can feed it water. That's easy. You are making solder coils. There we go. Hmm. How much is that going to be using? 40. One of those should be sufficient. Alright, there's my solder. Alright. Perfect. Now all the outputs of these are going to have to get routed somewhere. We'll figure that out. We're not done. We are not even close to done. But all of this is done. So we don't need that anymore. We don't need this. All these production lines are now done. Now, last thing we need is silver. Oh, actually, what we're going to need is silver wire. Yeah, that's going to have to be made on site, right? Because we don't have the ability to make the silver wire coils. So what we just need is going to be silver plates. We're going to need that. We're also going to need aluminum plate. Anything else? Glass, probably. I mean, we might as well. We do not have the ability to make glass fiber. At least not by that method yet. Okay, we will need to make glass fiber at some point, but we're going to need to make... And we could just burn silicon oil. We could just cook silicon ore to make glass, but let's see if we can actually make it via a proper method. So, anything else that we'll need to throw in here? Silver. Probably we'll be making concrete, but we'll need to make that somewhere else. Some slag, cement. We'll have to figure that out. But yeah, we'll need to make that. Molten gunmetal. Gunmetal plate. Ooh, we're gonna need Invar. Okay, we're gonna need Invar plates. And we probably are also going to need at least a small amount of gunmetal. That's a low priority. That's if we don't have... If nothing else is being done, then we'll make the gunmetal. Same thing with Invar. I think. Well, we'll see. I don't think we have nitinol yet, right? No, we don't have... No, that's cobalt steel. Nitinol, no, we don't have nitinol. Tungsten, no, we don't even have the ore yet. Gold, we don't even have the ore yet. Yeah, okay. So, that is going to be the next set of projects. We'll have to figure out what those are going to be and then start building them. But we'll go ahead and end the episode for now. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.